What's going on YouTube? Bandcap24 here, coming back with another video when it comes to the Singleback Double Flex formation that we've been doing all week, and we're going to be looking at the PA Double Posts for another setup. We did mention that we're going to do this play throughout the week, kind of give you a lot of different options as this is a base play of the scheme, and then be able to dive into the other plays when we come out with our scheme on the website for Friday. Now, this play is going to be more of a move the chains type opportunity. It does double up as a possibility for a one-play touchdown. We're going to show you when to do that and, basically when not to do that, depending on what you see from your opponent. And let's just go ahead and dive into it. So for this play design, guys, we want to make sure that we're on the left hash mark. And what we're going to do is we're going to max protect, which is only going to block your tight end. We're going to put the Y on a streak. We're going to motion him to the right. And then what we're going to do is put this X on a smart route. Now what's good about this is that it looks very similar to our cover 2 bomb over the top. We're not looking for the cover 2 bomb over the top on this play. Once you get that and you connect on that cover 2 bomb, most people are going to sell out and say, you know what, I need to cover that X manually down the field. And it really gives you some more time in the pocket, gives you some opportunity to really be able to hit these alternative routes. So we're going to go against cover 3 first. And I'm going to show you basically what we look at. This is a traditional cover 3, in which the B receiver is going to be the receiver that we're looking for pretty much as a main threat against all coverages. But we do have the ability to dump it off to our B receiver if we get any pressure. Or if you look at this Y receiver's route against a traditional cover 3, you're going to see that he's going to be able to get a nice opportunity for a one-play score, and we'll get into that as we go in the video. So let's go ahead and show it here first. A lot of times I want to keep my fake, I want to get out to the outside, and I'm going to wait for this guy to jump down, and I'm going to throw it to this B receiver. Now let me go ahead and show you why it works and what I'm looking for when it works, right? So basically over here, I'm going to look at this B receiver. He's going to take that inside angle, right? Then he's going to cut to the outside. That cloud flat here right now, 31, Cam Chancellor, does not bite down yet on Freeman, right? So I'm waiting for him to bite, I could always throw this down to Freeman, but you can see where my quarterback is right now. I like to get all the way to the numbers if I can on this, and I'm waiting for that guy. See how he starts to run down? Once he starts to run down, that's when I'm going to throw it to him and be able to catch it. Now, I wanted to show you something here. Look at this player over here, Julio Jones. He is streaking down the middle, splitting the difference between the free safety and the cornerback, and you can see that he's got a step on this cornerback already, right? That's our one-play opportunity that we're looking for. Typically speaking, my eyes would have been on him first. I would have definitely thrown this, but I wanted to show you the first option. And the reason for that is if you watch this cornerback, we're basically, the way the zones are, this is a middle, they're basically doing thirds, right? So we're actually splitting the third between the free safety and the cornerback. So this guy's going to go back, but see how he widens out as number 12 here, Sanu, goes to the outside. That's going to give you that opportunity to go all the way down the field on a traditional cover 3. So let's go ahead and take a look at it here and show you how we can connect on that, all right? So we're going to base align, and we're going to make sure that we put them on cloud flats. Hard flats, doesn't matter. Hard flats actually makes this work a lot easier when it comes to the B receiver because you don't have to wait for that player to jump down because he's naturally going to jump down anyways. So we're just going to max protect, put the Y on a streak, and motion him over, put the X on a smart route, okay? So here we are. And now watch this Y receiver. It doesn't happen every time. I want to make sure that I do preface that depending on the cornerback, sometimes if he goes and carries himself down the field with that Y, you're going to get that B open a lot easier, right? So you're kind of reading that cornerback and what he does. Okay, so here we go again. We're going to see, can we get to the outside? We can. See how this time he kind of stayed with him a little bit more? And we're going to throw that ball up the field. See how the difference was? So I want to make sure that you know that it doesn't happen every time. It's the same exact cornerback that we're looking at, but it's a little bit inconsistent of when they do it and when they don't, but they definitely do it. So I want to make sure that I show that to you in order to do it. So let's try this again until I can get you to see it again from the perspective of getting that Y open in the middle of the field right here. So we try it again. This against the cover 3 cloud. You're going to see this time we do have it, right? So we're just going to throw this ball over the top, and we're going to rack that catch for a easy score, okay? So you want to look at that corner, kind of see what he's doing. You're going to notice here that that corner basically kind of gave a little bit of a false step to the right, And I'm going to show you from a quarterback's view so you can kind of see it, what I'm looking at as a user. I'm looking as this guy goes down the field, and as soon as I see how he angles off to the right, that's when I'm starting to say, you know what, I got this. And I'm going to collect my feet, make sure I got a good base to my throw, and then I'm just going to throw the ball over the top. This time I chose not to go down the seam with it. I chose, because of the speed differential between these two players, to throw over his head away from that free safety in order to catch that on the run. So let's go look at another cover 3 adjustment that we're getting a lot of requests of plays that beat that. And that's basically when people take the cover 3 and they invert the cornerbacks outside to where they're basically putting them in deep halves, okay? Something like that. Well, this play is a great beater that gives you the ability to get about a 20 to 25 yard gain, because we're going to take that quarterback with that streak, right? So that's going to give you the opportunity to have a delayed route, that B receiver, to really be able to gain a little bit more yardage when it comes to that B receiver, because we're going to take the over-aggressiveness of that cornerback that is going to allow us to go down the field. So here we go, take the same thing, and you can see that we got that double team, wait for that B, you're going to be able to throw that ball right there and still be able to catch that ball. See, we're at the 35-yard line. We started this play at the other 35-yard line, so that's a 30-yard gain. So let's go ahead and check it again. All we're going to do is put the Y on the streak. Let me get this defense all squared away. And you can see that I got the inverted everywhere. Oop, right there. And we're going to show you how this is going to be a nice option for you when you face those type coverages, because of the way that this just goes on a delay. You're going to wait for that B, throw this ball right there. And again, this time we're going to get about 30 to 35 yards. So it's just one of those plays that if you can get to the outside, it's really going to help you. So let's look at how this beats cover 2. We're going to put the middle linebacker in a deep blue just to make sure that they have to really honor that X route. By putting them on a smart route and by putting this wide receiver on a streak, you're really not going to get the one play opportunity against a middle linebacker in a deep blue anymore, because we're really essentially inviting that strong safety to be closer to it. And because it's not as long of a pass play, you're really not going to have much of a great option there. If they don't put the middle linebacker on deep blue, yes, you can definitely throw it to the X on his break to the inside, but that's really not what this is about. We're really looking at the B receiver. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to carry the fake, see if we got the outside. We do. We're going to wait for that guy to jump. Then we're going to kind of pass lead it up, and you're going to see how well of a play that's going to be for you once you get that guy to jump down. You always have the opportunity to throw it to your running back right away. You're going to see that you're going to have a little bit of success if you're just looking for some minimal yardage, if they're not in any type of hard flats. So you can go to this like maybe on a short yardage situation where you go here, the guy's open, you can throw it to him. You're going to get yourself like 5 yards, and be able to take advantage of it. If you have a power back, this is a great opportunity to throw it to him and have a one-on-one with a cornerback, which is always a nice advantage for you. If they're doing any type of hard flats on cover 2, then you can definitely notice that you're going to have that B open a lot quicker, because of the fact that you've got the ability to read that cornerback coming down on that running back, giving that opportunity. So you can see here, get short yardage situations, that guy comes down, you can see that's going to be a very easy throw, right? It's kind of one of those deals where it's almost going to be a sellout for you, so you're going to really like that. So let's look at cover 4. First I'm going to do is just do a base aligned. I'm going to show you how the B is going to get open against a base aligned. Usually you're going to see that in a cover 4 base aligned, that your safeties are closer. They're usually about 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. Should be a good indication that it's cover 4. The B receiver is going to work out just fine when they're not pressed, okay? So we're going to do the same thing. Move this guy over. We'll put the X on a smart route. And you're going to notice that we're going to be able to throw it to this B receiver pretty easily on the sidelines. Just kind of throw it over there, and you're good to go, right? Not going to be a big deal. However, if somebody is doing cover 4 in a way where they're base aligning and pressing, and then they're base aligning and pressing again, so that they don't go ahead and, let me get this right here, so they don't go ahead and have a funky alignment. And typically what they're going to do is they're going to hard flat it at that point, because they know that their corners are going to do a good job of covering the corner routes as far as, any type of C routes or corner routes initially, right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to move this over, put the X on X on a smart route, block our tight end. And what I'm going to show you here is when I see this alignment, I'm going to assume that it's cover 4. And instead of putting the Y on a streak, we're going to put the Y on a fade. And what you're going to see here is that you're going to have the opportunity for a one-play score over the top to the right side, because that B does a good job of holding the corner down while the Y goes and attacks the strong safety one-on-one. Obviously, look at your matchup. Make sure that you have a speed guy at Y. Make sure that you're not going against, a top-notch strong safety as far as speed goes. Typically speaking, if you're playing regs or CFM, that strong safety is going to be one of the slower in the secondary. But, in MUT, you could definitely find a 95 Houston or whatever the case is that can give you a little bit more speed there that you're going to really, know that it's going to be a shot play in that kind of situation. So let's watch how it works. Go ahead and carry it the fake. See that you got this. Now look how open this Y is going to be. We're going to be able to throw that ball over the top to that player. So it's just a nice option to go to when you see that alignment. Okay, so it's kind of just one of those on-the-fly type looks and say, you know what? I see that they're in cover 4. They got that baseline press. Every time they do that baseline press, all I see that they're in is cover 4, especially if they're aligned right on them, right? So we're going to look over here. You're going to see that this guy is going to take a fade. And look at the outside corner. Because of where he's at, we're going to be able to take advantage of the inside position fade and be able to basically hold that guy there. Know that you've got the ability to go over the top with that and, have a good opportunity for the nice, easy one-play score. Now, in this instance, we could have still thrown to the B receiver over here if we didn't have the speed correlation, but that doesn't always happen. Sometimes, to be honest with you, the corner actually stays closer to the angle corner route, giving this throw an easier throw. But you're basically out throwing that safety. In this instance, the safety actually let the player get covered by the corner, and that's what made this an easier throw. But sometimes what you'll see is that the corner will play the B receiver, allowing the strong safety to kind of rotate over. And when that's the case, then that's when you're going to throw that ball a little bit more to the right and out throw that strong safety. So guys, this is kind of a base play that we're really intended on just moving the chains about 20-25 yards down the field, utilizing that B receiver as a nice option, just having a dunk off pass, but you can see how it also doubles up as a nice one-play touchdown opportunity if you get the right reaction from that right corner that you're looking for. If you like this type of video, hit that like button, guys. I know we want to go ahead and try to incorporate a little bit more of that cover 3 inverted, as it's been something that has been requested a couple times now. And we're going to try to see if we can find some better plays to not just make you dink and dunk against that coverage, to really, kind of please the community that is facing that coverage a little bit more. We appreciate you all, guys, and we'll come back with another video tomorrow. Thanks, guys.